Cancers, welcome into your September monthly tarot reading. So we are tapping into general messages, any guidance information for any sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign Cancers. So we'll take a look at what's going on for the month. If take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I've been doing some reading, so I almost feel like my voice is starting to wane here, so apologies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You are here though, so there is a reason you're here. So I would recommend watching to the end to kind of get to see what you needed to get from this reading. So also take a look at your other sign readings, as there may be some good information in those as well for you. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to stay connected to me and my future videos, hit that subscribe button. I also do private readings, so if you are interested, take a look at my website, which is linked below in the description, and you can schedule something with me. I call them intuitive tarot readings, so they are similar to kind of what I do here. I use the tarot and oracle cards as a base, but in individual readings, there's a lot more intuitive messages that come in. Specific, since I'm really able to focus and kind of on one individual. Obviously, I'm going to get more information that's specific to you, and where these videos are very broad and general, right? It's kind of for the collective. So there's, who knows, hundreds or thousands of Geminis or people that are watching the videos. I'm also, you know, my intention in each video is like this, specifically like for Cancers. You know, I'm obviously intending to just get messages for Cancers out there. But there is a lot of Cancers out there, so it's going to be very general. So let's get going to see what's going on. So we are, September is Virgo time. I say Virgos tend to be kind of one of the signs that are kind of opposite of Cancer. So let's see. I keep shuffling the wrong cards here. So I'm going to pull the Time Traveler's Oracle combined with the Energy Oracle, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. Okay. So what do we got? First card, Happiness. This is the first time I've got this one. Shambhala Himalayas. I like that. Attachment. Deliberation at the feet of Lao Tzu, China. And that's either Lao Tzu or Lao Tzu. So excuse my pronunciation. With the World card. And then we got Purification, Angel of Balance. So I do feel like there's a situation, this could be in regards to a relationship, but something that you're attached to. This could be referring to like codependency. But what I'm picking up on is that this attachment is almost like a false sense of happiness for you. You can see in this attachment card, she's holding this mask. And I do feel like there's something that's like not clear, or there's like a deception here of you. Like when we think of wearing a mask, right? It's like something appears to be something that they're not, or that, you know, maybe it's not a person, but just a situation. I do feel like there's a false sense of happiness tied to an attachment that you have. This could be a relationship or an idea, or, you know, it could be anything. It could be a location, a job, a relationship, an idea, a belief. But there's definitely something you're attached to that you've been holding on to as, and you're seeing it as your something that's like your happiness. But in reality, I feel like it's something that you need to really look at closer. In this picture, you can see she's kind of analyzing that mask. Like, is it really what it appears to be? I do feel like this is kind of bubbling up in September. I do feel like there's something that you need to deliberate about this situation. Maybe you need to think about, like, deliberation is obviously like thinking about something, deliberating. It could be a decision you have to make. What do I do? And with the World card, I do feel like there's some sense of, like, I think you're being called to kind of an ending of a cycle or a pattern or a situation here. Like, there's a new beginning or something that wants to kind of close off. It could be a cycle. Again, like something that you've been kind of living through for a long time, that I feel like now it's almost like there's this purification of, like, going through, and like the energy in September, and you could say your higher self or the universe or your guides are really asking you, there's something that you really need to face, and there's like this purification going on of cleansing out things that aren't working for you anymore. And I do feel like you have higher spiritual support right now, that the angel of balance is really there helping you to harmonize some situation or something about your life that really, I feel like it really hasn't been doing you good ultimately. Maybe there was a deception there of you thinking, like, again, maybe you thought this person was like your person and this was going to be it. And I do feel like you're finally more aware of, like, hey, maybe this isn't what it appeared to be. So let's get some more information, Cancer. This one wanted to pop out. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords, the Temperance card. This is almost like the Angel of Balance right there. And here we have the World as well. The World card, the Three of Wands, and the Moon, the Six of Swords, and we have the Nine of Cups. So you are going towards what you want. Okay, so we're going to start at the end first. So I guess the positive of this is you're moving in a direction or going towards something that you want ultimately, right? It's kind of like your ultimate wish here. I do feel like I'm kind of going backwards here. It seems to be that's what I'm picking up intuitively. The story here. So you're going to be moving towards something you want. I do feel like you're maybe in like you're kind of in this, like, yeah, this deliberation is kind of like this Three of Wands. Like, you're kind of just standing in this now moment, this situation, or something's going on, and you're kind of just waiting it out. Like, you're kind of deliberating, contemplating. Like, this is about non-action. Like, you're not taking any action to move away from something or out of something or even towards something. You will be in the future here, or to me this is like short term. But I do feel like with the Moon, it's not clear yet about what maybe the decision is going to be or what's going to happen. So you're kind of in this space. Maybe you're really going deep into your emotions and your unconscious, into the more of that intuitive space to try and get some what's next, right? That's coming to me, like this question of what's next. But definitely there's something that's closing up, like a situation or time in your life is closing up. And I think that may sound scary or like, oh, great. But the thing is, I feel like here there's, again, going back to this purification and this Angel of Balance, like Something has been imbalanced in your life for a long time, and I think you know what that is, because it's going to be something that you're like, oh, why doesn't this ever work out for me? Or, you know, this was always my ultimate dream, and you really haven't, you know, experienced that yet. But again, you are going towards that, whatever it is. You're going towards something that I feel like is real happiness. Like it's not like it's deceiving you. And I do feel like the situation for some of you, you really did think this was something that was going to be really good for you. And I kind of feel like you're recently, or maybe even, you know, this year, I think you've slowly kind of, the veil has lifted, and you're kind of seeing it for what it really is, and you're like, yeah, that's not what I thought it was. There is two people here. We have a king and queen. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, which I would say isn't the, you know, the most ideal match. The King of Swords is a lot more, you know, in his head, about logic, focused on, again, thinking instead of feeling, where the Queen of Wands is like, I want passion, I want love. She's attractive. Not saying the King of Swords isn't. I think, you know, he is a king, so there's something there that's obviously a higher level. This could be about kids. I'm just picking up on that. Maybe the two of you, maybe you're in a relationship where you want kids and the other person doesn't. Or there's just a differing opinion on children, or maybe you're just not seeing this person as a potential, you know, partner to have kids with. So that's obviously coming up for a reason. But I do feel like you're both getting new ideas. I feel like you're starting to finally, you know, again, you're growing new perspectives on your life and situation, and it's almost like you're starting to get more inspired to go towards the things you really want. This Knight of Swords, I'm interested in clarifying that, because that could either be like you are like all of a sudden just like, you know what, I want what I want, and I'm tired of like not having this, or maybe there's been some slow energy in the situation, and you're just like, I'm going toward, you're moving forward fast. Or the Knight of Swords can also be like the Angry Knight. Okay, yeah. This is, I would say this isn't the best. Yeah, there's somebody here that they might not fully be telling you or giving you all the information about a situation here. You could find out something about this person that all of a sudden, because the Knight of Swords can be like the Angry Knight, it could really make you upset. And you're just kind of like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting you out. And I'm moving forward with my life. This could just be that you guys aren't talking, really communicating, but you're both trying to like strategize, like, how do we get out of the current situation and move towards something that we want. I think you're both potentially in that place. So this could, again, there's a lot of Cancers out there, so this is going to apply differently. And I usually try and at least pick up on a couple scenarios here that the cards could be implying about. So those are the two kind of scenarios I'm picking up here. I do kind of feel like there's something about the past, like both these, the Knight and the Seven of Swords, are kind of, you know, the Knight is looking at the past. The Seven of Swords guy is going in the direction of the past, but they're looking to the future. So there's a bit of a deception there. Like, they're like, oh yeah, I'm trying to look forward and I want to move forward. But this person, it's like they're still stuck in the past. And they're still stuck in maybe doing the same sort of patterns in the past, but maybe they're trying to make you believe that things are going to be different. So again, take it how it resonates. So let's get up a couple for the external situation here. So we have the King of Cups, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, and then the Hanged Man. So there is a karmic there is karma that's blocking you from this Ten of Cups, and I think you're picking up on that. You would say, yep, I know that. Like, there's some sort of karmic pattern that has been really frustrating for you, because that seems to always be, there's something, what that means is there's always something going on that is preventing you from this having, like, for, let's say, relationship as an example. Maybe you continuously attract the same sort of relationships that have the same patterns that just never work out for you. And they're difficult relationships, or there's one specific thing that they all have the same pattern. And it's like you still haven't realized or found like the person you want to build a life with. And it's really this karmic energy that is, I guess we could say, is the problem. I do feel like this, what the situation or your life is calling for, or the universe, the guidance here, is about the Hanged Man, which is, you need to get a new perspective of this. Like, the Hanged Man is about enlightenment as well. If you see in the card, kind of the gold light around his head. He's hanging upside down to get a new perspective and to gain enlightenment. And that's why he had to go through what he went through. So that applies to you, obviously. So I do feel like you need to see things differently and maybe get more of a higher perspective of this to kind of get that aha, like, oh, I see. But, we have 3 kings here. I do kind of feel like this is one person, but I do feel like there's someone, a connection that either is still in your life or maybe just your most recent relationship that is over. I do feel like this person is kind of almost showing up as the King of Pentacles and the Swords. Like, it almost like they have 2 sides to them. I want to get one for the King of Cups. So we have the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this could be somebody new. I do feel like if this is a new person, they are single. I do feel like there is some sort of, there's something about like your worth, like seeing your worth. And I feel like this person really does see your worth. And maybe that's been a pattern in your past relationships where like they have never seen your value or treated you like you are really like, as amazing as you are. And there's this sense of like focusing again. I think you are focusing a lot on what you've lost or what hasn't worked out, which is also like you're not able to see an offer when it presents itself. So this person could pop up in your life and you may not see the opportunity here or see them as a love interest, but I just saw the 7 of Wands. So I do feel like you're going to overcome this pattern here. So that's the good news. So for September, I do feel like there's some new awareness. I do feel like you gain almost some, enlightenment around your situation here. And you are going to move forward in a new direction here. I think you're going to get off the fence here, or in this like limbo where you're still kind of like, oh, you could still be in this relationship and you're figuring out how to move forward and what you're going to do. I feel like by this end of September, you're going to know what direction you're going in. So, all right. Thank you, Cancers. Enjoy your September, and I'll see you in the next reading.